Having been born in England and grown up around English rugby, I've always seen the Red Roses as the ultimate team and the ultimate goal. To be given the opportunity to come back and play in England and fulfil that goal is pretty special. I feel like where I am right now is where I'm meant to be. Leaving New Zealand, I guess, again, because family meant so much to me, that was the hardest thing to sort of leave. But then the ultimate goal of playing for the Red Roses, obviously everyone knew how much that meant to me. And I always knew I wanted to do it. So when the opportunity came round, it was just a sign. I honestly didn't really think twice about it, but I knew I was leaving like a big part of my heart in New Zealand. So you have my mum and my dad. Dad is a former London Irish Leeds and Bath player and also a Samoan international. Then you have the oldest, Ella, and then me, Amelia, and then Zara, the youngest. So the 4 girls, the Feaunati 4. Family to me is probably everything, and I think I'm very vocal about that, and I'm very proud of it. Having a culture like a Samoan background and getting to live half my childhood in New Zealand and learn about that has been great. When I was 9 years old, we moved to New Zealand, and now I'm back in England playing for the Chiefs and Red Roses. When I have my family on the sidelines, it just brings me another type of excitement. I mean, I'm always excited for the game and I'm always excited to get up for the girls, but when your family's in the crowd, I think it's just different, and it's really hard to explain that feeling, but it just makes me look forward to going to see them after the game, and yeah, it just makes me proud that they're there. With Zara moving over this year to Exeter with me, it's really good to have her around, and as much as I'm supporting her, she's supporting me. We live so close to the beach in New Zealand. I love that we're so close to the beach in Devon, in Exeter, because it just makes your mind go elsewhere, and you don't always have to think about rugby, or you can reflect on rugby. But yeah, no, it's nice. Probably I like to get down here as much as I can, just because it's a different scenery. Yeah, I don't really know where I call home now, but it does feel obviously familiar. When we moved to New Zealand, obviously being around the UK, that was very much out of our comfort zone, and it was something that I felt for many years of growing up quite uncomfortable, because it's a new culture, and we didn't really know our Samoan culture. So I feel we're very used to being sort of dumped in the deep end and being uncomfortable, but it is our normal, and we've all learnt to adapt from quite a young age. So yeah, I guess it just helps us push to be better. Do you know what I mean? Just keep on wanting to put yourself in those uncomfortable situations so it becomes normal. And when I first moved to Exeter, I cannot tell you I was comfortable at all. I was so nervous, and probably the same for Zara, but now it's literally my second home. So yeah, it's just really adapting to the surroundings.
I think because growing up we played a lot of different sports, it wasn't until about after college that we kind of decided on what we really wanted to do, because I was in netball till about late last year, even the start of this year actually, and then I kind of had to pick and choose which one out of the two, and obviously chose rugby, and then Maddie was just fully committed to rugby after stopping netball as well, so we kind of both went through the transition from netball to rugby over a short period of time. So yeah,
there has been no life without rugby.
I think we just always wanted to win.
Yeah, we're real competitive. We used to
against each other.
We used to train with our dad in summer every day,
yeah.
And he would be like, "Go Zara,
yeah.
go Zara," because I would obviously be the best.
But it would always end in tears.
Yeah,
So it was really good.
But we are very competitive,
yeah.
and we've trained together and with our other siblings our whole life. Which is actually quite funny thinking back now, because if you know the other two now, they're just not sporty at all. But yeah, everything's always been a competition.
Yeah.
But we are very supportive of each other, and now we just want to see each other win in whatever, wherever life takes us, I guess.
Like a swinging vine, swing my heart across the line. In my face is flashing signs. Seek it out.
Hit, 2, 3, squeeze! And out!
Right, Rory, this is not going anywhere, just so you know.
Anna's gone straight away!
Girls, at times in that session, right, we were undefendable. I asked at the start, the one thing that beats New Zealand is the way that we go at them and we attack the ball and we're decisive. That was an awesome start to this massive weekend.
It's going to take 3 or 4 times to win this match, eh? So stay calm, stay in the process, and we'll be fine. Well done, girls.
If I knew motto.
Roses on red! Red! Roses!
Yeah, I guess I've had a few questions from the girls this week, like how does it feel that you like know some of these girls and you played like most of your rugby with these girls, and I guess it's just like this week I've just really focused on the mental side of winning the game, and that they aren't my friends on the field, so really like I'm really not their friend till after the game is what I've really been trying to focus on. How I've been preparing for these other games is how I don't know anyone and I've got nothing to lose, so I've just really trying to stick with that mindset, and that like the white wall is my family and like I'll have their backs no matter what, so yeah, I'm really focused on that.
Tonight we're going to welcome another player to the Red Roses. This player started playing rugby with the boys at Only Rugby Club at the age of 5. She was known for her smashing tackles and telling the boys to man up when they cried about their blisters. At 16 she went to Hartbury to do her A-levels and join the ACE programme. She played for the college and now represents Gloucester Hartbury in the PWR, where she played a big part in helping the Circus win their premiership titles. She also won Players' Player this season. Her hard work hasn't gone unnoticed and has got her into this room today. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome Georgia Brock to the Red Roses. Same as last week, girls. Trust in the game plan, trust in all the work you've put in, and trust that each other's got each other's back up there. We celebrate the small wins, and then we celebrate properly afterwards.
A rugby duel that gets the hairs on the back of your neck standing up, be it women's or men's rugby, as England face New Zealand.
All the hard work is all done, and I guess it's really just like putting on a show and putting everything together, and it's great because we're doing it together, so I know the person in front of me and behind me running out has my back, and that brings me a lot of comfort and confidence going out.
and it's back down from Abby Ward and then Aitchison. They're looking to play this in their 22, and they do manage to find the wing. Super work across the hand from England to find Abby down on that right side. And then Abby Ward missed last week, put the Bristol second row back into the thick of things. Beautiful wind-up and pass, and outside from Abby down, and down, streaks into the corner. So now the backs will have a run. It's Hearn for Aitchison, then Breach, a gap through the middle for Eddie Kildane to find a way through. 17 points on the board. The Red Roses in control at Allianz Stadium. Another one of the Gloucester Hartby girls. Natasha Hunt goes for the line. Oh, what an effort! And Varcolo has the chance to get going against Holly Aitchison. It's going to be the first score of the game for New Zealand. And Tui plays it on. Varcolo is going to get the chance to get in for New Zealand's second and her own second. So every day you make your debut for England, not least to replace the England skipper, Georgia Brock, Gloucester Hartbury back rower. WXV coming up, but over 40,000 at the Allianz Stadium, enjoying the Red Roses, scoring 4 tries. England 24, New Zealand 12.
The thing that's really important to me now is, like, obviously I want to be a part of inspiring the next generation, and how I can really do that. Like, with being quite a young person, I think I've developed mentally quite early, and like I've been through quite a few experiences. Something that's like real close to me, which is like the transition from high school into like the real life. Like, I think that's something that I hold super heavy to my heart, because like I had such a rough time, and I don't think it's like it happens to a lot of maybe girls, maybe even boys coming out of high school, but it's never really touched on. So when I was like leaving high school and stuff, and like I was a deputy like head girl, I was the captain of the sevens team, I was the captain of the netball team, and I was getting like straight A's, I got a scholarship, and like everything just felt like it was falling in place. I had a really good group of friends. And then I sort of left school, and then I guess in some sense like some sort of jealousy like comes in, and like you don't really understand at the time, but people like not everyone wants to see you win. So it's something that I really like want to help young girls overcome. Like, you don't have to lose your confidence because someone doesn't like you. Like, you don't have to lose your confidence because someone close to you doesn't like you and like what their opinions are on you. So yeah, I guess like my ultimate goal is just to like have some sort of platform to like advocate to like young girls especially, that like the way you look, like what you're doing is great. Like, don't be afraid to be who you are. I guess like as cliche as it sounds, it's just so hard to like have confidence if people want to knock it down. And I guess like the Red Roses as well have really helped me keep being who I am and believing in myself. And I just want to help as many people as possible.